Prime Minister of Biafrans in exile has actually slammed Southeast governors and other leaders in the region who are making plans to negotiate the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He's warning them to stay clear. According to him, you know that some Southeastern governors and lawmakers, other groups from the region, including Peter Obi, have been advocating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And they're saying that if he is released, there'll be a form of stabilization when it comes to security in the Southeast. And maybe there'll be a reverberation of the economy within that region. Well, he's actually saying that those who are parading themselves, negotiating for Nnamdi Kanu's release, were basically sabotaging Biafra liberation. So, and that he is the only one, or rather it is Biafra in exile, Biafra Republic in exile. They're the only ones who have the legitimacy to speak or negotiate or have any conversation whatsoever on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So what's your take on this?
I am happy that there is an increased number of voices of people, eminent and well-meaning people that have joined in the call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm glad about it because there seems to be like a reminder. Whether it is the concept of renewed hope that has got the people, I don't know. But 2 months ago, only very few of us voted hard asking that Nnamdi Kanu be released. But today, even the senators, the governors, the members of the House, everybody is pulling over himself asking that Nnamdi Kanu be released. That tells you that it is a good call. And anybody who is now proposing such a call is not following the side, and neither is the person being honest and sincere. It is not the responsibility of anybody. Nobody can claim monopoly of wisdom or knowledge. Neither can anybody claim monopoly of such call. What is important is that there is justice to be given to another kind of skill. And so justice can only end up in his release and his freedom. It's very obvious. It has become very obvious that the government is holding Nnamdi Kanu unlawfully and illegally against the pronouncement and the judgment and orders of competent courts. Many of them, about 9 both in Nigeria, 5 outside Nigeria. So anybody who now joins the court for such a release is only doing so, 1, on the basis of justice, and 2, for the law of the country. Because it's obvious that this is Nnamdi Kanu, we not only heal the wounds in some others, but we will also bring in some level of stability and security in our land. And be able to separate who are great agitators of freedom and justice from those who are hiding under the release of Nnamdi Kanu to prevent trouble and commit crime. And I say without fear of contradiction that we expect that Mr. President and his team will listen to this call and do the needful, which is the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
All right. Well, you know that Senator Abaribe has expressed strong belief that the Attorney General of the Federation would persuade the federal government to release the separatist leader. And Abaribe revealed that Kanu, whom he had visited at the Department of State Services, is willing to comply with any conditions set by the authorities for his release. Now, based on a particular newspaper called Newsban newspaper, they actually of the note that one of the conditions that will be presented to Kanu for his release will be for him to go underground and never speak on his franchise radio, which is about the agitation for the Biafra movement, and that he would openly denounce and disband the Eastern Security Network. So also, he is to completely dissociate himself from Simon Ekpa, and of course, who has been enabling, the pursuit of his release, and that the federal government is to launch a decisive operation against Simon Ekpa. That's basically what A.N.I. Barry is disclosing, because he just met with Nnamdi Kanu within the DSS custody, and that they're speaking with the Attorney General of the Federation on his release. What's your take on this?
I do not think there is need to comment on issues.
Okay.
The government has not presented the conditions to Nnamdi Kanu, and it will not be fair to begin to insinuate what the government should present and what the government government should not press you.
No, it's not an insinuation. It's what Abaribe is saying. He said, yes, Nnamdi Kanu will be released, but I can't tell the actual time. His release will come with a lot of stringent conditions. He will not speak on Radio Biafra again. ASN will be disbanded. Kanu will also dissociate himself from Simon Ekpa. These are some of the conditions that will be presented to him. This was a source that revealed to this Newsband newspaper based on the visit of Abaribe to the DSS custody meeting with Nnamdi Kanu. And remember last week, I had a conversation with you where I said that it is possible that this will be one of the conditions that they will put on ground in the negotiation for his.
Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing today? We are back again. I hope everybody is all right. Sorry, I'm to manage my camera the way it is because I am running short of. Okay, I think it's better now. I think it's better. So how are we all doing today? This is later broadcast. I just to jump in now because I wasn't able to make it yesterday because we are now today. All right. So this is what people are thinking about the condition that Simon Ekpa gave PM and Biafra government in Israel. But before then, let me welcome Chie Mary Francis Nelson. You are the first person to comment, and the Biafra is following you as well. Please, guys, like the video, click on the like button if you don't mind. It is very, very important that you do so. Click on the like button. So, when you listen to these people, the way they are talking as if they know everything, right? Ego Neka, I see Ego Neka Rose, I see you, and Armstrong, of course, our brother is here. I hope all of you are okay. Nice to have you this late hour broadcast. Please, and don't forget to like the video. I'm begging of you that you help us and click on the like button. If you are going to watch it later, do the same thing as well. Like the video and share it. Comment and tell us what you think about this condition that the government does have, gave to its governors, and what this lady is saying here, and what people think that is the best way to go is very, very funny. Yes, Nigerian government, they are stubborn, but at the end, they always regret each and every one of their actions. Those people are not serious at all. Exactly, my brother. I thank you that you observe that. They are not serious. It's laughable, right? It's very, very laughable. You want to give condition and you are talking as if this release of Master American is not as if we don't like it. I love it. But the condition they're talking about is very, I know they will first of all come up with this kind of, condition, trying to, okay, we are ready to release you, but this is our condition, and condition that can never ever be favorable to anybody. Even they themselves, we know this one we are giving, this one that we are giving cannot be accepted by anybody. But that would be the first one. I expect that. Then after, I don't expect them to give the first condition that they will give to be very, very smooth. I know it will be rough. But giving that rough is actually, because the one thing about Nigerian government is that they don't care about human life. Anybody that cares about human life, we understand that the more you delay, the more you send people to problem. It is like saying Nnamdi Kanu should not talk again for him to be released. Yes, one of the conditions, you must not talk. Don't open your lips. Don't open your mouth and let your lips never move anymore. You are right, my brother. Please, guys, click on the like button. I want you to like on the video at this early of this broadcast. Like this, we are only 9 minutes in this broadcast, and I expect you to like the video now. Only 2 people managed to click on the like button. We have at least 17 to 18 people watching this late hour. This is almost 1 a.m. in Biafran land. So we should support by clicking on the like button. It's very, very necessary that you do so. When you hear them talking about, the content they're talking about is, like I said, I don't expect them to give smooth condition. I know that it will be long. It will be very long way. It will be a long way to go. And what do you think about what PM said? That Southeast governors they don't have the mandate to negotiate for Mazen Okano's release. Truth be told, PM is a very smart person. I don't know if it's his personal decision or this is what the cabinet have decided to do. I don't know which of them. Okay, but whatever it may be, it simply means that they are very smart. They are very smart, and that is why I felt that one of the things they have done that is very good is this kind of thing, because if you allow them to negotiate, Armstrong said exactly from our PM. Okay, excellent from our PM. Okay, he said that is very good. Yeah, because if you allow them to negotiate, they will go there to say something very funny. And Okoron Njideka gives. This is very funny. 2nd December, you go hot. Very funny indeed. Very funny indeed. Some of us know what is about to come. You know, some of us know what is about to come. And once you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is willing to accept anything, because this FM station, the lady, the anchor here, she did not do her homework properly, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer he came out to say, to debunk. He said something about what they are claiming, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreed that he's ready to accept anything. That was a statement that made by Engineer Baribe. Baribe said that just to, I don't know if you want to raise the dust or something like that, because how can you just cook up that kind of story and throw it out there for people to start reacting on it? And the lawyer, my God, did not waste time. He told everybody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say that there's no way any condition. Do you know what any condition means? That means he don't even need to wait. He can simply tell them that I don't want Biafra anymore. Please release me. He without even negotiating with anybody. So what is the sense of negotiating? If you can accept anything, there's no need to negotiate. Negotiation means that it's not every. There are some things you are not going to accept. That's the meaning of negotiation. You are trying to choose the one that will suit you. But when you say that he's willing to accept anything, that means there's no point calling for him to be released, because he himself can release himself by telling Nigerian government, I am sorry, like he can have done, that he's sorry, that he actually meant to be this kind of well-known politicians, that he know that he have a future with you guys, that all this while that he had been doing all this things just to buy time. But he did not do that. So, and I would like to, let's wait and see the reaction of Southeast governor. Some of them will be, of course, Shem will not allow them to talk. Kama Ope said many people's houses will be somebody's house. I don't understand. You are just commenting from where?
I do apologize. I had to cough there. Also, going back to what Simon Ekpa said in his quote on his X account, he wrote that those selfish politicians and traditional rulers who are now jumping up and shouting negotiation with the Nigerian government after sabotaging the Biafra liberation are warned never to speak again. He says the warning will not come again. None of you have the mandate to speak for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Biafrans. We will not allow anyone to negotiate anything. Tonight being Sunday, the Biafra Republic government in exile remains the only legitimate entity to do that. Those selfish individuals now taking center stage after negotiations should stay away. Biafrans are not joking. End quote. Now I'm being joined via the telephone with Barrister Friday Nzako, who is a political, national and social affairs commentator. Barrister Friday Nzako, good evening and thank you for joining us on the World News at 6.
Thank you. Good evening. And good evening to our listeners.
All right, thank you so much, Barrister Fred. I'm going to start off with this particular development, which is the situation in Rivers State. 2 parallel assemblies were held today. Now, apparently, there is a pro-Fubara need to apologize. I had to cough there. Also, going back to what Simon Ekman said in his quote on his X account, he wrote that those selfish politicians and traditional rulers who are now jumping up and shouting negotiation with the Nigerian government after sabotaging the Biafra liberation are warned never to speak again. He says the warning will not come again. None of you have the mandate to speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Biafrans. We will not allow anyone to negotiate anything from tonight being Sunday. The Biafra Republic government in exile remains the only legitimate entity to do that. Those selfish individuals now taking center stage and shouting negotiations should stay away. Biafrans are not joking. End quote.
Anyway, let me first of all apologize for people that are going to watch this video because I mistakenly show a picture of people at the pie, in Lagos, and I don't know if it's the current one or that happened in the past. So for even the owner of the people that own the platform, YouTube, I am very sorry for that because it was not intentional. That's why I quickly moved the camera. Anyway, we are back again. Let me continue because the same thing that she said here is actually what we have discussed about legitimacy of the Southeast governors discussing on negotiation for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I don't even know why they think they have, right to negotiate for him. That should be between Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and Biafran government in exile. All right, these are the people that have the, the mandate. And that reminds me, few weeks ago, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I saw a video of people from pressure group, the one IPOB Nigerian regional government agitators, saying that it is very crazy and bad. They use a lot of words that Mazen Kanu is planning to negotiate with Nigerian government without dues, that it can never happen. As na wanza eloko osino na agba Ima, sometimes our people need, some people, not all of us, some people need humility, like spirit of humbleness. Since the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you have not done anything. You can't even, Nigerian government they are not even worried about you. They don't even know that you are agitating for Biafra. They only know you as a follower of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not somebody that's actually doing something in line with what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu represents, which is Biafra freedom. And you think that they care about you. Oh God. Now PM said that Biafra government in exile is the one that have the mandate to, according to what this lady is saying here, okay, to have the mandate to negotiate. Have the mandate to negotiate, and you cannot deny that they do. They do, because Mazen Kanu is being discussed today because of Biafra government in exile. Do you understand? Nothing more. I have my sister here, one of us. Okay, before then we have Ambrose Udozi, Ambrose Udenze, and Chineye MC. Greeting, Maskai. God bless you and strengthen you, and you too, my sister. And Okoron Jideka said, Oko Diova, Epa is giving them Oto. That is why everybody is scared, because 2nd December, all these criminal politicians will run from Biafran land totally. Okay, Hampton said, if it's like that, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would have accepted all the goodies offered to him, but Buhari. That's another point. Even that is do you know that I was told, I'm not saying this is The first year they kidnapped, I think it's not even up to 1 year of his kidnap. They have already gave him list of options. People don't know this, and he not even look at, he's not even pay attention to the list at all. And they started torturing him again after he refused. Do you understand? So what is Mazagan is not looking for fame or money. That's one thing that people that have claimed they followed him don't understand. Because had it been that he won those things, he would not even last 1 month in DSS. He can easily he may even tell them, okay, I will accept anything you want, but one thing I want you to do is to pretend that you are still holding me. I am out of here. He can fly back to Europe and live a quiet life there, or go to America, a lonely place with all the money that you have acquired. People will be, some people will say, Mazagani is no longer there. Mazagani, government will be kept quiet. But those top politicians, people that know, we know, it will become a kind of secret, just to maintain his image. But he's no longer in there. He can decide to do that. This is what Nigerians know how to do best. They can cover you on that one, as long as you are giving them what they want, which is you going out of the way, and they will be waiting for another person to pick up the agitation, and they will be threatening the person they will do, because once they conquer one person, that gave them morale to move ahead. What made you think that what do you think that Buhari said that unity of Nigeria is not negotiable? Because they believe that you coming out to the call for ask for Biafran freedom or agitate, that is a matter of time they will buy you off. They are surprised that Maza can last this long. They are very, very surprised. That's another, and the like what Njideka said here, that's over. What PM is giving them, what. Yes, that thing that PM is doing is not. They don't feel comfortable with that. And the most scary part of it is that they are not through with Mazi Namor Kanu yet, because they don't know that it will last this long. And another person is coming out, and that one don't even have any formula. That Mazi Kanu, at least, is approachable. You can send somebody. He can only insult you or say things out of anger. But he's very, very kind-hearted person. Mazi Kanu doesn't hold grudges. He's not type that like to exchange words all over and over, going back and forward. He will tell you the way he felt once and for all, and that's the end. Then the next thing, he wait for you to see what you can do. Go and check all the people that he fell out with. They always have this kind of those people will come out and come out for him, and he will keep quiet. He will be talking and talking. The only time that we speak about you, the whole nation, the whole people, everybody will understand his stand about you, and that will be the end. Then you still come back to defend yourself. He's not going to answer you. You will talk and talk, and after talking, you just die off. Everything will just end, and people will have must have seen what they are not seeing before, because Mazakan will take his time to analyze you and everything. Remember when Mazakan replied to Asari Dokubo? He came out. Asari was talking about him, calling him name, shouting and doing this and doing that. Only one broadcast that Mazakan remembered him, Church Basa. So that is it. And the issue of the PM and Biafran government in exile today is not just a burden, but is a very, very painful thing for them to bear. Very, very painful for them. And Chinex Chuku said, hello, my brother. Nice to have you as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Benjamin McFan said, good morning from here. Benjamin, nice to have you. Thank you so much.
I know some of you, when you hear this very words from Nnamdi Kanu, I know some of you, when you hear this very words from Nnamdi Kanu, concerning Simon Ekpa and things that are meant to happen, you will be very shocked. You will have a goosebump. You will actually cry listening to this. This video has been my custody for a while. I decided to leave it. But the way things are going in the country now forced me in order to post this video so that people can actually make decisions based on what they hear and what they see. Please be careful and let's just listen to this with good hearts. I know some of you, when you listen to this video and listen to what's been said in this video, it's very short video, but when you listen to this, you will have a goosebump in your body. You will have Nnamdi Kanu speak from his heart. This video, according to the person that gave it to me, this conference happened a few weeks before. Asia Pacific is ready. The World Igbo Congress gingered us to mobilize, and that mobilization is happening, and it's happening really, really good. So we want to say now, from this moment, we want to hear. We really want to. The World Igbo Congress, and also Master Simon, who has spoken so eloquently that I'm even now struggling for what to say, because he has touched and covered everything that I had intended to talk about. One thing we must bear in mind is, as Simon alluded to, this warning has been sounding for a very long time. It is quite poignant.
Just a moment. I think the complete video is not the one that I saved. Anyway, I will get back. I will come back with it maybe in our next broadcast. And okay, some of you have seen this pastor that that claimed that that he speaks for. He's advising Nigerian government on how to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that. Nothing wey Musa no go see forget. Everybody want to comment about Biafra, about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody from different places. And, remember what Iken Gurago said before, that he's going to make sure that everything will be scattered as long as it has to do with Simon Ekpa. And he have gone as far as scattering even the one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. But the funny part of it is that he have the mind to scatter it, but he have a very baby hand. There's no hand to push down those things. But the mind is willing, but there's no physical strength, not even spiritual strength, to destroy it the way his mind wanted to be destroyed. He have said it in the past that it's going to scatter. Let this Biafra scatter. If Master Samuel is going, if Biafra is to come from him, let it scatter. And he have tried all he could on PM. He has failed. Now him retiring or sacking himself from IPOB One Nigeria is not, by accident. Something pushed him to do that, and he have done that. But the next thing that he's doing, other thing that after going out, what he continued doing is the same thing that everybody known him for, which is going against anything that is going to yield good fruit for Biafran movement. The same this fake prophet called Pastor Godwin Ikuru. I don't know where he come from. I would like to know more about him. I would like to know about this fake pastor. He's a fake. I hardly call any pastor fake, but I can tell you categorically clear that this one, he's not just fake. He's obviously fake. Now let me allow him to talk so that you are going to hear this lady made a comment about it, and we are going to listen from her video. Credit to the source.
Of Jehovah Eye Salvation Ministry. of Jehovah Eye Salvation Ministry call on the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he should not release IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu except they brought back home Simon Ekpa. Speaking about the call for his release by Southeast governors and senators, the self-acclaimed prophet stated that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a very strong venom and his freedom must include Simon Ekpa. In his words, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are cancer 1 and cancer 2.
Now, this guy thinks that bringing Simon Ekpa to kidnap him, the way they kidnap Mazi Kanu, he thinks that the only thing that holding federal government from doing that thing is because they are lacking etiquette. Maybe they don't have money to buy flight tickets to rendition him, to kidnap him. That's what this guy thinks. Because one thing about many people, especially many of these pastors, they don't do research. They only believe in offering tithes, thanksgiving, how to make money. That's why you hardly see pastors in Nigeria that don't have big stomach. Only few of them, or those of them that are still growing, that have not gotten the wealth that will push their stomach out there. You know, he don't even know what it takes. Do you know, just like asking federal government that you don't release, put in condition, in his bed condition that federal government, Nigerian government must go to moon. They must go to space first and mount the Nigerian flag before they can release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, the guy is from, I know. Yes, the guy is in Australia. I know him. That his name is what's the name of this that guy said? Let me check. I have been in his program in the past. I've caught it, but I forgot his name, to be honest with you. I'm not capping. His name is not even here. Yeah, he's from Australia. He's in Australia. He lives in Australia. Well, let's continue with our program, my brother. So this fake pastor think that bringing Mazi PM Simon Ekpa to Nigerian is just like, it's so easy. It's just like going from Lagos to Shagamu or Lagos to Badagry. You understand? Lagos Island to Badagry. It's just so very, very easy that he just wake up and do it. He don't know that what is asking Nigerian government is just like telling Nigerian government that, in fact, it is more easy for Nigeria to have constant electric power supply than to kidnap Mazi Simon Ekpa PM. Because it is obvious that Nigeria will never have constant power supply. Never ever in this life. Until everything, disappear. That pastor don't buy market. He's very, very, some of them, when they eat and grow fat, you think that that's the best way that he can make any comment, he can say anything, you have every right to say whatever. And one thing is that if you are growing fat and you are acquiring wealth, and if you do not remember to grow your brain, your senses as well, you only focus on your pocket and people that you can lie with your fake. Imagine this guy. Imagine someone like this saying that he's a prophet. What are you prophesying? So God did not even see anybody to use, but now you. People with this kind of mindset. Come on. Let's continue to listen to the conversation from the lady.
Out of the sadly. In his words, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are cancer 1 and cancer 2, ravaging the body of Nigeria. It's treacherous, threatening, and extremely manacling to release him without bringing home Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, while Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. A lot of killings and acts of dastardly were perpetrated in the southeast under the command of Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, which is Cancer 1, and Simon.
Yes, the guy is Lobe. Yes, you are right. That's his name. That's his name. So he said, this pastor, he don't know that killing you are talking about is what Simon Ekpa, Biafran government in Israel are stopping. That's what they're stopping. And if you keep on saying what you're saying, that kind of killing is not peculiar to one people. It could be you tomorrow. You don't know. And for you to avoid being victimized by the same people that are killing others, you need to support anyone that is fighting for your protection. Because without it, that your church, by now, maybe Fulani would have made, because I believe that this guy is speaking from Southeast. But I'm guessing that he could be from South. You know, I believe that he's talking from maybe his base or his church is somewhere in Port Harcourt. That's my own belief. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he come from. But his name sounds like people from South. Okay. I don't think that he's a Yoruba man. No, I don't see him as a Yoruba person. I don't think so.
Ekpa, which is Cancer 2, must be killed at the same time. He also advised the Southeastern governors and senators to include Simon Ekpa in the bargain. He said, and I quote, "Include Simon Ekpa in the bargain for us to be assured and confident that insecurity and killings in the Southeast will cease ultimately. I am not against Nnamdi Kanu release, but he should regain his freedom. When Simon Ekpa is captured, then Nnamdi Kanu will be released immediately."
You see the water, you see the level of coconut water in his skull. You don't allow people to fight for freedom. You don't support people like you. How can you be a pastor and you are preaching violence? You are preaching hate. You are preaching, killing of other people. Because what you are promoting by your statement is continuation of killing, and which is very, very bad. Like I always say, we don't support anything violence. We don't support anything killing at all. Do you understand? That is why we are in support of anybody fighting to protect human life, properties, and existence of other people. You don't just protect it. You think that your church is safe today. You think that you are now that the GO, because if other countries of the world know, people like this this guy will not even have a say. I mean, how can you open church in a decent environment where it requires you, where you require to provide many things to register yourself? And not only that, you can only open church where you have black community that will attend your church. No white man will see this guy as a pastor to come to for what? To do what? You can't even make a common sense, and yet you are preaching about a heavenly race. What are you going to preach to people what are you going to preach for people to start planning their life on how to go to heaven? I mean, you don't even know how to build an ordinary society. You don't even recognize someone that actually means good for you. You are calling for federal government to do something that is impossible as one of the conditions to release Oyendo. That simply means that you are promoting violence. You yourself have confirmed that insecurity and people that they are buying in Southeast is because of the same issue. So, judging by your own statement, why then you still want to prolong that thing that costs people's life as a pastor? Because most of them are not even human beings, let alone preaching about the word of God. You have to be human being. You have to have that kind of calmness. You have to know what it takes to have life. You have to accept what life means. Not life. That's why Mazen Khan is far better than all of them. Mazen Khan is fighting that Boko Haram people, you understand, should stop what they're doing, and at the same time pay attention to the cause, the reason why they're agitating. They're agitating, but they're agitating in the wrong way, by bombing people, going to market and kill people. That's very wrong. But the reason why they started doing what they're doing started from what? Nigerian government security agencies intimidation. The way they buy Biafran all over and over. People holding flags. You go after them and buy them. You arrest them, you detain them. You torture them. Not torturing in the sense that, like, maybe you tell them to squat or a kind of sweep the streets, or just to give them some. No. But this one is kicking them, using their boot, matching their skull, matching their head, and pushing them to sewage system to swim, push them to dirty environment to swim. A lot of videos are there. I know almost every Biafran have seen. You must have seen those videos and pictures. That the same thing is what they used against Boko Haram people when they were very, very, just little organization with that. They are not ruthless. Until Nigerian state started using force, or their military arms and a military wing, because they want to intimidate you at all costs, to show that they have license to do and not do. And trust Fulani people, that because one thing about Fulani people is that in their DNA they don't forgive. That is why if you have ever maybe exchange word with them, don't go and sleep. If you beat them now, don't just go and sleep. Always protect yourself. Always be alert. Otherwise, they are coming back. Even if you take them 50 years, it will. But they are going to come back to revenge. They will look for a way. But if they notice that you are always awake, they will give up. That's just the fact. So the top politicians in the north decided they're not happy with the torture and the buying of their people. They equip them with the same equipment that militaries are using. Not just once. They started seeing more reasons to equip them the more. And many other political elites from the north joined the cause and begin to finance them and giving them catapult to move ahead. And today, Nigerian military are not begging ISWAP for negotiation, which I shared the news yesterday with us. Imagine after how many years? So anybody from South should learn with what happened in the north, which Masakan have said in the past. Abubakar Yusuf, which is happened to be the head leader of that organization of Boko Haram then, before it metamorphosed to this deadly group they are today. They pay that man for no trial whatsoever. The way the Nigerian army normally move and take, like Ikonso, for example. If Ikonso is a leader of any gang and they lay hands on deadly equipment and all that, they will use. That's another creation of another faction group that you may tag them terrorists, but at the end of it, they will defeat you. Because Boko Haram have defeated Nigeria, a group that has a land space of their own. That Nigerian, no Nigerian will go there. The government cannot go there to breed anything. That is Zambisa forest. They are looking for people that they are buying you in the southeast because they want grazing, open grazing land. And I was told that Zambisa alone is more than alone. There are some countries in Europe that Zambisa is more bigger than in terms of landmark. That land alone. So which means it's bigger than many states in Nigeria. And Boko Haram is in charge of that region. Someone says watch on December. Okay, we are all watching, my dear. And Triple M is here, my brother. Nice to have you in this broadcast. And you said Okudova. I can see your comment. Yes, I got your message also yesterday. I hope you must have received my reply as well. Okoron Jideka said everybody is scared because of Simon Ekpa. This is wonderful, and he gave them date of the redeclaration of Biafra. That is why everybody they fear. Yes, that is one of this. And another thing is that they have pushed him enough, and they see that this guy is not falling. You know, they first send some Iraq to do the job, and Iraq came back with a negative report. They couldn't do that, even though they still pretend that they may have more strength to do. But people, you know, just like when you send your child to maybe your child and your neighbor in your neighborhood, they fight with his fellow child as well, maybe 11 years, 12 years, or that, and you are not happy because they beat up your children. They beat up that your child. Your son has received what, and you know that this person is bigger than your son. As a father, you don't need to tell your son, well, go back and fight more. For you to save him, you bring him home and clean him up and advise him not to fight. Be careful if you're a good parent. Do you understand? So Nigerian government have seen that this Iraq couldn't do the job, and they just allowed them to keep on ranting online, and they decided to come out to do the job by themselves. And behold, they are now sweating over that as well. Why wouldn't they sweat when PM hands is very, very clean and straightforward? So this very guy that want to be popular, you are going to get the popularity. As a pastor, you abandon your gospel and decided to dive into something that is bigger than you, because first thing you have proved, first and foremost, you have proved to everybody that you are not even reasonable enough. You are not even reasonable enough, and you don't have any human feelings. I wonder who, if I'm a member of your church, after listening to you, I will know that my salvation can never be achieved here. In fact, your ministry is dragging people out of the salvation, because any church as a Christian that don't care about lives, that is not for Christ, because the purpose of Jesus Christ on this earth, why he suffered, died, and was buried and resurrected, and according to Christian faith, all right, is all about because of life, for you to live, nothing more, to wash away the sins and give you a new life, a renewed hope. That's Christianity for you. And the pastor is telling you that, look, holding Master is causing problem, making people people are sending people to Chukwuka very, very early. Okay, federal government, even though they're sending people very early to Chukwuka, keep on holding him until you, federal government, prove to us that you can go to the moon and come back. Knowing fully well that federal government don't even have constant power supply, let alone building power station that will launch rocket to space. So you see how difficult it is for Nigerian government to visit the moon. And that is what they are now telling you, that the best, make sure that you go to moon, and not only go to moon, drag something from moon and come down. Then only you can release him. That simply means that what you are telling people is that you love the claims which you yourself have testified. You understand? So does it make sense that you know all those things and you are preaching that nothing should be done? And guess what? Iken Uraga, I don't know if this is old or new. Iken Uraga, because I'm seeing a picture of him and Iken Uraga having live program together. This is how Ijele Speak started. Ijele Speak started with this kind of move Ikenga is making now, but in a different way. And Ikenga may end up, hitting the same point that Ikenga have achieved. Because I'm not saying that they should arrest him, no. What I mean by the kind of hatred, how people perceive Ijele will be the same way that people will see Ikenga. Keep on exposing yourself. And I've seen the people that Ikenga wants their hero in green, white, green, IPOB, Nigerian regional government agitators. I've seen a post and a comment from them saying the other one was kind of disappointed. Ikenga, that she couldn't believe that Ikenga would do this kind of thing. And the other one replied to her within American green, white, green picture they designed, proving that they have successfully sold him to Nigeria. Just like when you sell your land and you write, document about it, that so land that I, the owner of so land, so many plots at the location of so place, and now give him this my land to Mr. LAAB as so price this day. I signed that this land belonged to this person. That's what they did with that kind of carnival they designed. Put in grain, put Master Kanu, with his white clothes and another grain. That is a label. This is a receipt. And some of us are still looking for who sold Master Kanu. Like PM said that some of them, contributed in Master Kanu after thought betrayal, which is true. Because some of them sharing that green white grain, they're actually telling you that truly they're in support of people that sold him, and that's what is playing out. So Ikenga is sharing this. Like I said, he's trying to follow Ijele. He want to turn to himself to Ijele 2.0 because you are going after everything that our people despise. This pastor, I don't even know, should I call him a pastor? Godwin Ikuru, you are not a pastor, let alone man of God. In fact, it's an insult to Christendom to see you or call yourself a pastor. And I was told that you attach prophet in your name. I assume that you are joking. Okay, I assume you are just joking. Prophet, So what have you prophesied? That's what happened. I beg. Let's continue with the video.
Assured and confident that insecurity and killings in the southeast. He also advised the southeastern governors and senators to include Simon Ekpa in the bargain. He said, and I quote, "Include Simon Ekpa in the bargain for us to be assured and confident that insecurity and killings in the southeast will cease ultimately. I am not against Nnamdi Kanu release, but he should regain his freedom when Simon Ekpa is captured. Then Nnamdi Kanu will be released immediately. I ended the sit at home in the southeast because it was more spiritual than physical. Peace must return to southeast." Let me allow you to listen and hear from him.
He wants Nnamdi Kanu to be released. The southeast governors. So where's Simon Ekpa? Who give orders? If Nnamdi Kanu must be released, Simon Ekpa will be brought to Nigeria.
You see what sometimes I wonder where these people, I don't know how they manage to convince people to even listen to them. You don't learn from the past. You don't learn from your mistakes, do you? You kidnap Nnamdi Kanu believing that you are going to crush IPOB. Maybe you are not part of it because, like PM always said, after thought betrayal. Maybe that's where you belong. Maybe because I know who include you in such sensitive discussion. Who will do that? You are just after thought betrayal. You are not part of the circle that sold Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think so. Because first of all, you are senseless. How can you say that, knowing fully well that you are not in what you are saying doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How can you tell people that before you release Nnamdi Kanu, something must be in Nigeria? And you think it's so easy. So easy. Okay. You actually said that you also said that Nnamdi Kanu, that before they release him, Simon Ekpa, you ask them where is Simon Ekpa. You are asking Eastern governors where is Simon Ekpa. You did not ask yourself what was the purpose of kidnapping Master Nnamdi Kanu. Was it not to stop him? Was it not to stop administration? Was it not to make sure that everything ended? So if you kidnap, God forbid, if by miracle or miraculously you Nigerian government managed to land in the moon and with mount Nigerian flag in the moon, right? And come back with something from the moon. And you think that will end what? I mean, what do you think it will stop? Have you seen Simon Ekpa using any gun, let alone killing anybody? Right? No, right? So what about the people that are using those guns that you claim that Simon Ekpa is using? What about Ebubago that they claim people in the southeast? Simon Ekpa is in control of Ebubago. Is Simon Ekpa in control of cultists that we have in our land, just like there are in other states in Nigeria? What makes you think that Fulani people have not visited your church? They have not come to your church. Why do you think that your church is so special that nothing will happen to you? There are some questions that you have not asked yourself, and I'm surprised that you are not asking those questions. I'm very, very surprised, because had it been that you can ask you can ask yourself those questions, I believe you will not, if you can get the answer, you will not be saying what you are saying today or talking the way you are talking. But of course, you are fake pastor. What do I expect? Yahoo guy, Yahoo pastors.
If not, he will destroy Aswaju government. Don't joke. If Simon Ekpa is not here, Maziwa cannot be released. If you release him, he will destroy Aswaju government. I remain the prophet of the faith. I am not just talking carnally. I see the spirit.
He said he sees. You don't even see how you sound. You don't even hear yourself, and you think you are seeing in the spirit. You know what? Okay, can I in the spirit, because everybody can see in the spirit. My dear, you can see that you did not say anything. And federal government, if they listen to you, that means I won't be surprised they listen to you, because what is different between you and them? All the same. All the same. People that don't apply wisdom in what they do. All the same. Okay, my people, we are going to end this broadcast now. Okay, and I'm sorry about that. I have something to engage. Please bear with me. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate you for your support and your time here in this hour. We are almost 1 hour. This is 47 minutes, just 3 minutes to 1 hour in this program. Before you go, like the video, comment as well. Tell us what you think about all we have discussed so far. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Triple M, I see you. Thank you for your time. Ago said, we are here 100% right on. Okay, and you said, okay, you even have a comment before. Please watch on December. Okay, I think I have gone through your comment before, but I forgot to mention your name. And who again? Okoron Jideka said 2nd December. That is Exodus. It's coming, and people knows about it. It's not a hidden thing. Everybody know that Biafra actually won their freedom by fire, by force. Everything is, but the Biafra government are not taking it according to the law, which is very, very good, very good, because we don't want any violence in our region, and we are actually defending ourselves like always. We have not come after anybody. We have not gone after the region. We are actually protecting our land and our place, nothing more. Okay? And Chineye MC said, please hit like. I think I've gone through your comment before, my sister, and thank you so much. All of you that support us, that click on the like button, God bless you all, and good night. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye for now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you.